Last week, we spoke about Prop 13, the law that caps your property taxes and limits annual increases to no more than 2% per year. Now, near the end of that video, I mentioned Prop 19, and a lot of you, asked questions about that. So this week, we're going to go all in on Prop 19 because this law, it has two very different sides depending upon where you are in life. Prop 19 is either one of the best things to happen to California homeowners in decades, or it's a law that can cost your family tens of thousands of dollars a year if you do not understand it. Now, let's break that down. So, Prop 19 passed back in November 2020. It went to effect in early 2021. Now, the official name, get ready for this because it is a mouthful, is the Home Protection for Seniors, Severely Disabled Families and Victims of Wildfire or Natural Disaster Act. That name tells you exactly who this law was written for. Prop 19 has two parts. One is the benefit, one is the restriction. So let's start with the benefit. If you are 55 years or older, severely or permanently disabled, or a victim of a wildfire or government declared natural disaster, Prop 19 lets you take your Prop 13 tax base with you when you move. Before this law existed, if you bought a home in 1990 and your taxes were locked in at a low number, moving anywhere meant starting over at the new market value. Now think about it. That trapped a lot of seniors in homes that no longer worked for them. Too big, too far from family, too expensive to maintain because moving would have doubled or tripled their tax bill overnight. Prop 19 changed that. Now, if you qualify, you can transfer your low tax base to any replacement home anywhere in California, not just your county, anywhere in the state. And here's the part most people miss. You can even move to a more expensive home. If your new home costs more than the one that you sold, what happens is you pay taxes on the difference, but you still bring your old tax base with you. Now, you can do this up to 3 times in your lifetime. For wildfire disaster victims, there is no cap on the number of transfers. This is a significant change with how things worked before 2021. Now, let's talk about the restrictions because this is where families, tend to get blindsided. Before Prop 19, the rules around inheriting property were much more generous. Under the old rules, Proposition 58 and 193, parents could pass their homes or even the rental properties to their children. And the kids, could keep the parents' low tax base. A home bought back in 1985 for $200,000, now worth $1.5 million, the kids can inherit it and keep paying taxes close to the original value. Prop 19, ended that. Today, for a child to keep the parents' low Prop 13 tax base, 3 things have to be true. First, the property must be the parent's primary residence. Rental homes, vacation properties, investment, real estate, they don't qualify. Those get fully reassessed at the current market value the moment they transfer. Second, the child who inherits must move in and make it their primary residence within 1 year of the transfer. Not rent it out, not use it as a second home, actually live there. And third, the child must file for the homeowner's exemption with the county assessor within that 1 year time frame. Now the form is BOE 19P. If you miss that deadline, you lose the exclusion, even if you move in on time. Now, even if you meet all 3 requirements, there is a value cap. Now, right now, transfers between February 2025 and February 2027, the cap is $1,044,586 above the parent's existing tax base. Here is what that means in real numbers. So let's say your parents' tax base is $200,000 and the home is now worth $800,000. Add $200,000 plus the $1,044,586. You get $1,244,586. Now the home is worth $800,000 below that threshold. So you keep the full tax base. No increase. But if that same home is now worth $1.6 million, $200,000 plus the $1,044,586 is $1,244,586. $244,586. The home is worth $355,414 more than that. That $355,414 gets added to the new tax base. So instead of paying tax on the original $200,000, you now pay on $555,414. It's still better than full market value taxes on the $1.6 million, but a real increase that families need to plan for. Now, in coastal California or the Bay Area, a lot of inherited homes are going to hit that cap. Now, a couple more things families really need to know. If multiple siblings inherit a home, only one need to move in to preserve that exclusion. But if siblings want to buy each other out, one sibling purchasing the other's shares, that transaction between siblings, it's not covered. That triggers reassessment on the portion changing hands. And for the grandparent to grandchild transfers, those are allowed under Prop 19, but only if both of the grandchild's parents are deceased. If even one parent is still alive, the exclusion, it doesn't apply. So here's where this lands for you. If you are 55 years or older, Prop 19, it's a big win. You can finally move to a home that fits your life today without giving up the tax savings that you've built over decades, up to 3 times. Remember that, 3 times. Anywhere in California, if you own property and have adult children, plan now, not later. Your kids need to know the rules to be ready to move in within a year. File the right paperwork on time. And now, if you own rental properties or vacation properties, those will be fully reassessed when they transfer to your heirs. No exclusion, plan accordingly. Look, Prop 19, it did not erase California's property tax protections. It simply shifted them. Seniors got more flexibility. Families passing down property got less. If any of this applies to your situation, whether you are downsizing, doing estate planning, or expecting to inherit, talk to a estate planning attorney and your county assessor. The deadlines are strict. The forms really, really matter. Mistakes are expensive. And friends, that's going to wrap up today's video. As always, I know there's a lot of things that could be taking your time, and the fact that you've spent a few minutes here with me, I am honored. I hope this video brought value, answered, delivered some clarity for you. If it did, do me a favor, consider hitting the subscribe button down below, and by all means, hitting the like button. Hitting the like button, it really does help with the whole YouTube algorithm. It takes you less than a fraction of a second, and YouTube is going to put some weight on it. It's going to share with other people that could help them out. Now, if you happen to be in Southern California and had questions on real estate or buying or selling a home, I'm a real estate agent right here in Orange County. Feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information will be down below. And with that said, well, friends, I'm going to be shutting off the cameras, and I will see you in the next video.